We're live on my channel now as well, so
Yes,
there's that.
we're
Yeah.
live. I had the mics muted. Huh.
Let me
There
just
was a small
promote my
snippet of hell for a second there, because I have such a habit of putting on my game screen instead of my chat screen.
Does this mean I'm in hell right now?
No,
Hmm.
you're in Haven right
We're
now.
live on my. Yes.
You've encompassed the head of bleeps, my boy.
Oh. Is it like communing with the spirits?
Sort of.
I see.
Are you dead? Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
I'm in
I
boss
think I'm
form right
alive.
now.
I mean, this week is
Yes,
stupid. Yeah.
it's not a phase, Dad. It's not.
All right, let me show my chat because they can't see you yet. And just do a little clickety clack. I'm not that good with technology, so my chat knows this.
That's okay. Neither am I.
All right, all right. So
I'm a
you've been
boomer.
on the Archcast, right? How was it?
It was fun. It was fun. I like talking to Arch and Kibbs. It made me really happy when I said that Kibbs was my owner hole and he just accepted it silently, like a good boy.
Well, you didn't show your model on the Archcast, did you?
No, I didn't.
Can you zoom out a little bit so that the chat can see you in all your splendor?
Well, yes, I can.
I really like the boots.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me actually put on my OBS so I can actually see what the fuck. What?
Wait,
What else you
wasn't the
showing?
tail supposed to be a little bit more thick?
No,
Okay.
my tail's always been fairly like thin. But let me.
So you're venomous, not a constrictor then.
I am a constrictor.
I see.
You know how long my tail is?
It's not about the
It's
length, it's
strong.
about the thickness.
No, it doesn't have to be that thick. It's strong.
I see. And can you do cool stuff? Because like usually I have seen other VTubers like have a hand wave or yeah.
Yes. So I have my hammer,
Ooh.
and I can use my hammer to bonk people when they're dumb and they do stupid shit that piss me off. But I can also use it to scratch my head.
Is it called the Mumula?
Oh what?
Mjolnir. Mumula.
No.
I see.
I had the fans name it, and they named it Chun Chun Maru.
Chunchumaru? Is that like?
Yep, Chun Chun Maru.
Is that like a Spanish thing?
No, not at all.
Well, you're so lucky. If I were to get my fans to name something, it would have something incredibly ridiculous. Like, you know what? Let's actually make a test. It's obviously not going to be canon. It's going to be like fan art. You guys find the name for the hammer. Let's see what my fans come up with.
Yeah. If you guys were to rename my hammer, what would you name it?
Yes. Tell me in the chat.
This could be my hammer's nickname.
Let's see. Sarah J. Jacobson for $5. Thank you. So Wholesome V is streaming with his daughter. I don't know why you started this trend, to be honest. Like, before we met, I was actually talking on a live stream that there are some YouTubers that do this with their community. There used to be a guy that was called Papa JF, and then I think like Mr. Medicare, he doesn't encourage this, but people call him Papa Jim, Daddy Jim. And I'm like, that's so cringe. Like, that is so cringe.
Let me come closer again.
And then I'm speaking with VTubers, and one of them imprinted on me and followed me home, and it's very weird.
Hi.
So let's see
you
what
like
the chat says. Okay, Big Bonk.
The Big Bonk?
The Big Bonk.
Okay.
Konosuba.
Have you never seen Konosuba? Yeah. Konosuba is what the reference is from. Chun Chun Maru is a reference to that show.
Oh. Hold on. I think I saw that show. I think I saw one season. Isn't it with the guy that dies and in the other life there's a goddess making fun of him and
Yeah, that's it, pretty much.
Yuria for $2. Future Roza from Devil May Cry. It actually does look like a Devil May Cry character.
I do?
Yes.
Wow.
I think it's
I am a devil. Yes. I am a devil, and I may cry.
So
but I fucking won't.
Do you have any more things? Like you have the scratching with the hammer. You got the face.
I can get naked.
No.
I can.
Susan might not like it if you go naked.
Uh, yo. I can take off my goggles.
Oh.
I can also use my illusion magic to hide my tail. It's gone. I'm just a normal girl. I'm not a snake girl at all.
A little bit. That is cute.
Obviously I have my tongue. Bleh.
So how is it like VTubing? How do you find it? Like, have you been doing it for a long while?
I've been doing it since January, so about 2 months now. A little over 2 months now.
Well, you have quite a solid growth for 2 months of doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I liked your channel is due to the fact that it's very chill, it's very kino.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even when you're playing Elden Ring, there's just relaxing music on the background, and yeah, like even when you die, you don't lose your shit like other people. So it's something that I can watch when I just want to relax.
Yeah. It's a different vibe. I like to keep stuff chill.
Yeah.
I don't like to mold. And when I do mold, I mold hard, so I try to avoid it. Mm-hmm.
What about your
12
gym
inches
mates?
of thunder for the hammer name. 12 inches of thunder. That's so good. I like that. That's more like a title though. Chun Chun Maru, the 12 inches of thunder.
Is it going to summon lightning?
I love the fucking. I don't know if you can hear that on your end, but I have text to speech.
No, I don't hear anything. It's like you're talking to yourself. And I was thinking,
Dude.
has Rosa gone insane? Like, is she hearing voices? What is going on?
I'm reading chat as well. But someone Zenith donated $2 and said 12 inches of thunder for the hammer name.
Zenith the Betrayer. Like, he used to be my faithful subscriber, and now he has betrayed me.
I mean, he was here. Artemis says he subbed for piano music and cutting board.
Artemis the Betrayer as well. Is everyone betraying me today? Is this how it goes? Okay, fine. You know what? That's fine. I can work with this. It's okay. We can.
I love the fucking text to speech. So my text to speech is it's a voice in Spanish. So like it'll but obviously like it'll read English words in English. So it'll like jump between them both. So it'll be like 12 inches of thunder for the hammer name. And I'm just like, this is great.
So it Latinxes at you.
Jacob was a friend of mine from hell. I know him personally.
Yeah, tell
He
me
says
about your
Rosa's
other friends.
chill. And...
Don't you have like gen mates? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
How are they? Because I haven't really managed to look at their content.
They're doing good. They're doing good. Ko actually mentioned that she'd like to meet you.
Actually.
Really?
But I'm shy.
It's okay. She's shy too. So my buddy Jacob says Rosa's chill until she is bonked in Destiny Crucible by a Doom Toaster. Yep. That is one way to enrage me, to make me mauled. That's why I don't play a lot of like Destiny PvP often. Unless I'm playing with a friend.
Oh, I thought like you meant Destiny, the Twitch streamer, which is involved in a controversy right now.
I have no idea what that is.
Destiny, I'm thinking about that. But are you aware of him?
No idea who the fuck that is.
Okay, that's fine. It's okay. Let's talk about some news. Like I want to apologize to people because during This Week is Stupid, I said that I would be talking about politics, but since we're streaming with Rosa, we're going to delay the political stream for tomorrow. And instead, we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons. You like Dungeons and Dragons?
Hey, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Have you been keeping up with the latest updates from Wizards of the Coast?
No.
Okay.
I typically hate their updates.
You hate their updates? Why do you hate their updates?
Most of the time, yeah. It depends. I don't know what the latest one's about.
Okay. Well, the latest...
But there's been a few where I was like, this is fucking dumb. Like Tasha's really like was just a bowl of shit, literally.
I do agree. Like they almost didn't add anything to it, but they're trying to lecture the player base. They're trying to educate you. It's like a university.
Yeah, literally. It was like they just added a bunch of stuff that didn't really like. They retconned a bunch of stuff. They changed a bunch of stuff. They made it so that there was really no point in like min-maxing your character, because every character is a min-max at that point, if you can just change everything around. And it's just like, I mean, okay? Like, homebrew exists. And I can do it by myself. I don't need you to tell me how to do it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So,
Like instead of coming up with cool new spells or interesting new feats, they're just adding this superficial stuff that doesn't really
yeah.
improve the game, and they charge you money for it.
Yeah, and the stuff that they did add was like super fucking broken and unbalanced, so I had to like rebalance almost everything. Like, compared to like what was already existing in the game.
Yeah.
So it's just, yeah.
I mean, recently they issued a statement that they're
Hmm.
going to fight racism, right? So racism in America is going to go away because the Wizards of the Coast are going to release their new Dungeons and Dragons game. A little bit grandiose, if you ask me, but hopefully they're going to manage to do it. And I'm like, how are you going to do it? And the way
Oh
they're going to do
man.
it is they're going to remove racial traits from the game. So,
Yeah,
um,
that's something I didn't like.
you don't like
That's one of
that.
the things I didn't like. No, I don't like that. I think it's fucking stupid.
So you
So,
think that demons shouldn't be evil?
huh?
Well, demons are a race in Dungeons and Dragons, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
chaotic
yeah.
evil, right?
By default, they are chaotic evil. Yes, demons are chaotic evil.
Yes.
And here's the thing: you don't have to tell me that I can be a non-chaotic evil character like demon. Like that can have my lore be whatever the fuck I want. That's magic of Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
But the second you go, hey, everyone, these are the official rules now. You can do whatever the fuck you want. It's just like, what's the point of having rules then? I don't understand. The point of the rules was to have like a ground and a basis of like, hey, different. That confuses me every time. But like, I might have to turn that off actually for the subs because it's a little bit annoying. It's distracting. But yeah, like point of basis of having the rules is that hey, there is some there's some differentiality between the different races and what they do, and so people that want to min max their characters and want to like make a character and like stick to a certain type of lore and want to like do the roleplay aspect can do that. That's totally fine. People that want to take, say, an orc character and be like, I want my character to be an orc, but I want him to be really smart. You're allowed to do that too. You just gotta bend the rules a little bit. But like, I feel like it defeats the purpose. It takes away from multi-classing. It takes away from like making a build and like testing it, and it takes away from build crafting when you make it so that everything is open.
Yeah, I completely agree with it. The way I explained it is similar, but a little bit different. I was pointing out that the reason you have like multiple races where the dwarves are stuck in the old ways and they're very grumpy, and the elves, they're good with magic, and
Mm-hmm.
they're attuned to nature, is because it creates drama. Like, for example, you have the dwarves and the elves, like in the Lord of the Rings, and they hate each other because of grudges.
Yeah,
But they have to now work together in order to defeat Sauron, which is a greater evil.
exactly.
And
It
it
creates
creates
story.
this, yeah, it creates like this huge drama within the party, which is very interesting. And then you can also create a character, like you said, like you can have a smart orc, and he can actually go in a village, and everyone assumes that he's dumb because he's an orc. But he can have
Yeah,
different role play possibilities. He can pretend to be dumb just so that people can speak in his presence, and he can get information, or like he can surprise people. But
right.
like they want to remove that. They want to completely get away with the whole drama thing, which is why the races even existed to begin with.
Right, exactly. So like again, it's weird because they're basically again, this is my perspective. I don't live in your world, so I don't really deal with what you guys deal with.
Hmm.
But like at least not to the same extent, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously there's discrimination everywhere. But it's one of those things where you're taking a world where discrimination is built into the lore, and it's based on different, not just sub races of the same category. Because at the end of the day, humans are fucking human.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
no
you,
offense,
you
but I
can
don't care
have
what
black
color you are.
people
You're all the
in
same to
dungeon.
me.
Yeah, like you can have black humans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That I could. That's a sub race. Like I don't understand why humanity fights over stupid shit. I really don't. You're all the same. You're all equally step onable. But like again, like it's a world where there's different actual races that exist that all have different cultures and different whatever, and they have their different things, right? And some of them hate each other for whatever reasons of history, and it creates story. And it gives the opportunity. You can't fix a problem if you don't have one, right? And I feel like they're kind of taking away from that.
yeah,
So,
absolutely.
and they're bringing in real world issues to a world that doesn't need to have those issues. And again, it's up to the player whether or not they want to deal with those issues. Like if again, if a DM wants to say, hey, in my campaign, orcs can have +2 as their starting intellect, as their extra intellect bonus, then that's entirely up to fucking them.
Yeah.
But like, what's the point of selling me a book with rules if you're just gonna tell me don't do anything with the rules? Like, it's stupid. I'm not gonna buy your book.
Yeah, and they charge you money for it. And then you look at the competition, like Pathfinder recently, they removed slavery from their lore. And I'm thinking, like,
Why?
yeah, exactly. It's like, first of all, it's not real, right? Because it's fictional. And
Yeah.
secondly, there's just so much interesting stuff you can do. Like, for example, you can, like one of the player characters can be taken as a slave, and the other people can try to rescue them. Or you can, like,
Yeah.
even have the entire party captured by giants, enslaved, and then you can try to start a slave uprising.
Yeah, like there's story there.
yeah, and even then, like, you can have, like, for example, the party, they start the slave uprising and then they enslave their masters, and you want to see, like, how evil will the players become, because like there is there is social justice in, like, trying to root for the underdog and the underdog to
Right.
overcome. But there is a point when the underdog can become the abuser, right? So if, like, for
Right.
example, they were to enslave their masters and then torture them, and, like, it comes a
That'd
point.
be fucked.
Yeah, it's
But
like,
at the game, at the same time, like you have to remember, like it's a game. Like
yeah,
at the
absolutely,
end of
it's
the
a
day, walk
game,
and
but
walk away from
but
this table, and like
yeah, absolutely.
like
It's just a game, but it creates these interesting scenarios, and it gets people to think.
yeah,
Like, you can step back from the table and be like, oh wow, like, I'm really being drawn into the darkness, and that says
yeah,
a lot.
exactly.
Yeah, but apparently not. Apparently you're not allowed
It
because
creates interesting story, and taking away turmoil from a game or taking away things that would be seen as bad is just like, okay, I guess I'm gonna go kill a dragon for no reason. What's next? Dragons are good now, so we shouldn't kill them. Okay, cool. What's my fucking adventure? What's my quest? What am I fucking doing?
that's something else
Like,
that I pointed out. Like, if there's no evil, right? You can't even have, like, a simple quest. Because usually in the party, there's, like, the guy that likes to talk, and he's charismatic, like the rogue or the sorcerer. And then you also have, like, the brute, the barbarian, and he doesn't have a lot of charisma, right? But, like, what he does
right.
is that he hits really hard. So he's going to enjoy quests that require hitting things. So if you want to send the player, it's like, okay, go kill some goblins, right? Like, goblins are evil creatures. There's no talking with them. You just hack and slash. But now you can just have the paladin go like, oh no, we can't kill them. We need to talk to them first. We need to try diplomacy. We need to find another way. And it takes away from the barbarian. Like, he's not going to find enjoyment if like everything can be discussed and talked down to.
Yeah, exactly. Like the way that I run my campaigns, typically, like I'll have it be that scenarios can be done peacefully, but not every scenario can be done peacefully. Sometimes it's just combat has to happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. And like again, like I like to like the way that I run my campaigns, typically do it as close to reality as possible. I try to keep things like open. Sometimes I'm surprised, like I'll maybe make a character that I didn't think was someone that can be changed, and then the campaign, like the characters will do something, and I'm like, wow, that changes things. I'll be surprised, and you gotta work with the flow. You gotta work with what you have, and like adjust. Right, that's part of a DM's job is to tell a good story. And it's like it doesn't really matter, like how dark or evil it is or whatever, like or like what you kind of build on. It's what matters is how it's played, and like is it enjoyable? Is it interesting? Right? Like you said, like there's nothing wrong with having like weird, like fucked up shit happen. Like, oh my god, the fucking players went ahead and enslaved their masters and blah blah blah. It's like that's really cool, but that's just plot. That's just story, baby. At the end of the day, it's a fucking game.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
the thing
you're
that
just
really
exploring
upsets me.
different avenues of thought.
The thing that really upsets me, and no one in my sphere has talked about this, is that there's real people who work at these companies, that manage to give us this beautiful game, and they will work and get wages as long as the game sells. And if you have the upper management making these catastrophic financial decisions, they're going to end up with layoffs. They're going to end up with people getting fired, and the product is going to suffer. And it's so sad because Dungeons and Dragons is a worldwide renowned phenomenon. Like, even I from Romania have heard about it, and they're selling it here. And I want it to be good. Like, I want the new updates to actually add things to the game and focus on the actual game rather than making political statements?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying, like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah. Well,
Like what? Like how? Hold on, let me bring that back. I don't care how a race in a fictional world is treated. Like that's creates problems that I can fix then as a party member. You know, that's what makes things interesting. Like I don't need a political statement in my game.
so listen to this. This is from the BBC. Apparently, there was a group of people that were playing Dungeons and Dragons, and because one of the game masters had a rape scene within the game, the other people got up from the table and cried to the referee, and the guy was escorted out, and now the BBC is writing an article about it.
I'm at a loss for words.
You can't even, right? Like that's what I thought when I read it first.
I'm at a loss for words.
I mean, like, I don't get it. Like, okay, let me picture myself, right? Like, I'm at the table with you, right? And at one point, the orcs defeat me, and you're now saying that they want to take my plum tush. Now,
Yeah.
I have the option of saying, Rosa, I don't think I'm comfortable with this. Can we just not?
Yeah, sure.
And that's the problem. The issue solved, right?
Right there. Done.
Like, right
Easy.
there. But no, like, imagine if I go to the referee and go like, meh, like, you know what Rosa did to me? and then the BBC, right? The BBC writes this as an article. Just...
Your world hurts me sometimes. But here's the thing. I've had rape scenes in like my games, stuff like that. I typically don't have it be on a character or on a player character. And when I do, I very much give them the option to fight back.
Yes.
Like, Jacob's in my chat. He can. So, like, do we talk about strat campaign and things that happened to Jace? We can, and I don't mind it. And again, like I've had that sort of thing because that is a type of horror. That is a type of psychological horror that causes people to react. And like, there's been some fucked shit that's happened in my campaigns, and the players at any point, if they feel like they don't want to deal with it, have no reason to not just simply be like, you know what, this ain't for me, and just step out of the castle. They don't have to follow that quest line. They don't have to do that. And like, I very much don't railroad. If my characters are like, if my players are like, hey, you know what, we're just gonna buy a boat with her, lots of money that we made, and we're just gonna go on an adventure out into sea. I'm like, well, time to write a new campaign. I got this, right? Let's go. I don't think, no, you guys can't do that. That's stupid.
Yeah, no,
And
but like
so, again,
the solution to
like-
this, like, and this is, I think, Vampire the Masquerades came up with the solution. I might be wrong. I'll have to fact check myself. But they have consent forms. Consent forms, Rosa. Like now, before playing, you sit everyone down, you hand over the paperwork. Like they made the game as bureaucratic as possible. And I was looking like one of the consent things. It's like they don't like to see injuring. And I'm like, you're playing Vampire the Masquerade, right? Like that's the game, and you don't want to see injuring. Like how? How? Okay. Like
this campaign is not for you, my friend.
The game is not for you. It's not, like, just play something else, you know? Play Monopoly or whatever.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's so dumb. Like, again, that's probably a good way to do it for people that you don't trust or people that you're not really close friends with. That maybe won't tell you that, like, hey, I feel uncomfortable with this. And I'll just kind of deal with it and then maul about it later. Like, that's probably a good way to deal with that. Jesus fucking Christ. I typically, like, play with, like, close friends and stuff like that.
Most people do, yeah. But like even if you're no, like let's say I come to your table, right? And I don't know you as a person. It's the first time we play, and I have a problem with certain things. Like I would be like, look, I don't like people messing around. Like I like a campaign that gives me immersion. I don't want to see a guy like going over the king's table and taking a piss for no reason. You know, like if I see that, I won't play, right? So that's how you have a conversation with people, and you manage to come to an understanding on what type of campaign you want to have. Like, do you want an immersive campaign? Do you want a campaign where it's just like kick the door open and just whack and slash? Or is it a campaign that's just built on humor and fun? Because that could also be interesting. You know, like you can have like a campaign where random things happen and people just troll, murder hoboing or whatever. But like
Right.
you just have a conversation. Like the idea that you should complete a file and then submit it with a stamp and a signature, to me it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little dumb when you think about the fact that it's a fucking game. It's a fucking game, guys. Like,
Oh no, it's supposed
chill
to
out.
it's supposed to cure racism in the United States.
God. I'm. Man, your world. I couldn't. I really couldn't.
So $2 from Zenith V. You don't want to be Rosa's peg champ. No, I have a wife.
Oh, Rose's new uncle. Gatekeeping is good.
Do you have any
Did
super
I
chats?
really say that? Huh? I just read a super chat right now.
Oh, okay.
I read them as they come. But yeah, Florian, how the fuck do I pronounce that? Shitten says, to quote Rose's new uncle, gatekeeping is good. I can't believe Arch said that. What the fuck?
No, he's right. He's referring to certain people, like these ideologues, right, which talk 90% about social issues and just 10% about games. And they're not interested in enjoying the game. They just want to,
Oh yeah.
impose their
Yeah.
ideology and dictate who's allowed to play and who isn't. And
Yeah.
what Arch means is like you need to
Yeah.
ignore these people. You need to stop giving money or listening to these people because they don't want what's good for the hobby.
They don't.
Yeah.
I'm leaving the voice back on because I just realized the audio still plays. But yeah, like people like that, like here's the thing, I don't consider that gatekeeping. I consider that just protecting the integrity of the IP.
Yeah.
Really, like protecting the integrity of like what it is that people enjoy.
But
Like
there's
don't fucking
gatekeeping.
shit on the fucking thing people enjoy.
I mean, there's gatekeeping at the university, Like, for example, if you go to a math class and you show that you don't know anything about math and you're not interested, like, people will ask you to leave.
Yeah, it's literally that's all it is. It's like you don't want to listen to the play material, you don't want to read this. Oh,
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think Arch is right.
yeah. Artemis says Arch has a series on gatekeeping. According to my,
he's got like 4 videos. We talked it over before, and he actually asked us like, "Well, do you think that this is a good idea? Because like, isn't the word bad?" And I was like, "No, it's like, absolutely, I agree. I didn't think it's possible. Like I didn't think we the players have any power, but apparently we're the consumers and we have the money. So yeah, there is a power.
Yeah. There is something there.
Like, for example, you refuse to purchase the new Dungeons and Dragon book, right? So that's gatekeeping. That's like, okay, well, if you're not going to give me something that I want, I'm not going to spend money on it.
I hate to cut you off, but I have to tell you, Glow in the Dark just donated $100, and he says, don't forget to tell V that Kibbs is a VTuber.
I think he's a gift tuber.
For now.
Is he actually going to create his VTube avatar?
Yes. That is official information, 100%.
All right. Well, when that happens, he will be a VTuber. But until that point, he's a gift tuber.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it seems that you have beaten me for tonight. Like, there's no way I'm going to get 100. But I did get 10 from Glow in the Dark. Thank you.
Hey, y'all, let's go.
For the story to be engaging, you need conflict. It wouldn't be an adventure game anymore without some problem to solve. Everyone gets along. What is there to experience but a circle jerk? I think you can have like those very girlish romance campaigns. I have seen them. I have cringed. I have turned into a pretzel from the cringe. Like, if you go on Reddit.
The romance in my time.
If you go on Reddit.
The romance in my campaign is typically really horrible. Because let's be real, guys. Relationships are not as easy as one would think. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're really fucked up. And, like, man, I have so many good stories of, like, just... I
mean...
some of these are things I can't say.
Yeah, like, I have seen one of them. It was...
This is the way to do it.
It was on Reddit, and they were talking about, like, this girl was running the campaign, and she was saying how... like, the party was going to the elves to broker... like, peace and understanding, and then they had to marry the elven princesses, and like the entire campaign was just focused on them trying to seduce the elven princesses, and I was like, okay, I mean,
that's just maybe... weird.
Yeah, I was like exactly like that, like maybe for some people, but like
I feel like every story needs some sense of romance or some sense of like, because that's also an avenue for conflict, right? And
Yeah.
so that's fine.
Yeah, but like
But like when you make
all
it
the
a core
campaign.
thing, like yes, the plot of this is to seduce the DM. Let's do it. Like that bitch is just fishing for compliments.
I didn't think about it that way, but you're absolutely right now that I'm thinking. Like, yeah, like when you're the DM, you do role play as the princess, and you do want to get compliments from the party members.
That's all she's doing, bro.
Jesus. See, I need some feminine
I
perspective
know
on
how
this
to
shit.
I'm more of a magic. That's fine. That's fine, bro. I love magic cards, like how they look. Just really fucking expensive to buy. But thank you for $20.
I
Now,
got the
now the Spanish lady will come and say it. Say it, say it, say it. Where is she?
I got $5.
Why is she talking? There you go.
Wokeism purposefully inserts into every hobby it can to completely run culture. Yeah, it's almost like there's no more subcultures anymore. Like everything is political now. Like, if you go on forums, I mean, like I went to a knitting forum and they were talking about refugees and Trump, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like where's the knitting?
I'm just gonna stab thread with a stick. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's literally why I like VTubing. It's the only escapism that I can find. And, I run a political heavy channel. So I don't want to hear politics all day. I want to unwind. So I go listen to VTubers because they're not talking about politics. It's the only subculture left, I guess.
For now. For now.
Well, don't you dare
Man.
start. Like you're only allowed to talk about politics when you're on my channel. When you go back to your channel, you play Elden Ring like a good little girl.
I'm on my channel. I'm lying.
Yes.
And we're not even talking about politics. You're just talking about the game that I care about and I like. I give two shits about like your world's politics. It doesn't affect me. It's not my problem.
Yeah,
but like, I just like I affects me when it affects the games that I care about that I like. And I'm just like, just stop touching my shit. Fuck off.
Well, yeah, I guess that's the problem, like the games that you like eventually get corrupted. Like, I mean, they tried so hard to push politics into Elden Ring, and so far Elden Ring has stood brave. So you have game journalists which said that Elden Ring is not friendly for disabled people, right? So they want more accessibility so that disabled people can play the game too. And
I've watched someone play that game with their fucking chin.
I know. Like I have seen people, yeah, I have seen people using a Guitar Hero remote guitar to play Dark Souls. So but the game journalists are trying to say no. Accessibility is tied to difficulty. So what they really want is to lower the difficulty of the game. They don't care about this disability at all. It's just a pretext. And this is where the gatekeeping comes in, because all the fans stood united and told them no, fuck off.
Here's the thing. I have no problems with them being like, hey, we're gonna add all these options so you can remap, and like, you have like controller support for like the different type of controllers that different disabled people can use. We have options so you can like pre-map different things. That stuff is fucking cool. I love that sort of stuff. But like, if you're just saying, oh, just lower the difficulty, make it easier, that's not gonna make it fucking easier. The learning curve is still hard as shit. The fucking toughest boss in the game can have half as much HP and he's still gonna fucking wipe your ass.
Yeah.
Like, that's besides the point. The game itself isn't that hard. It's just a fucking learning curve. And so, like, having a disability isn't gonna, like, make that any harder. It's just, you have to get past the learning curve. I will say, having the accessibility for, like, maybe, like, again, like I said, like, a unique type of controller and having the, like, the software for that be something that is, maybe, like, something, like, supported by the game, that stuff is cool. That stuff I like. But that stuff's hard to add. Because not everyone's disability is the same,
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I mean,
they market towards their audience. FromSoft knows who the fuck their audience is. Like, they don't need anyone to tell them who the fuck to market to. They fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, the whole selling point of this game is the difficulty. It is literally the core reason why people like Dark Souls. Because without the difficulty, like, what do you get? The graphics are good, but they're not really amazing to the point where, like, people are like, oh, I must play this game because it's got the best graphics ever. It's not the story, which is there, but like, it's not.
I wouldn't even say it's the difficulty. I would say it's the learning curve is what it is.
Yeah,
like, but the game itself isn't hard.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like you're playing like a weird like because I think a lot of games are actually legitimately hard, and it's not a matter of like, oh, like no matter like games are like no matter how much you learn it, like you have to take for a long time to learn it, and they're legitimately difficult to play. Dark Souls isn't like that. Like,
yeah, like I'm okay with adding a colorblind mode, adding a mode that reads the text out loud. Like that's fine. Subtitles. I mean, I can definitely see people with disabilities, like a person that's deaf, benefiting from subtitles that are easy to read. Sure,
Mhm.
but they're not asking for that. Like, they just want it to be made easier because journalists, they have to write game reviews and they don't want to play the game. So they would
Yeah.
rather just have an option where you press the forward key and you finish the game, you see all the story, and then you write a review.
Yeah.
Let me read the super chats. ZFV, if you keep talking to VTubers and talking about VTubers, it will eventually become political. Holy shit, I didn't think about that.
It's okay, V.
Oh my
It's
god, don't
okay.
become political, Rosa. Don't become political.
I have no interest in it. I don't know enough about your world's politics to really talk on it. All I can talk about is how I feel about what I hear.
Well, that's good.
But I don't really know anything about your world's politics, so I can't really be like, I feel very particular about the way that what is the up and down? Left and right?
Yes. Well,
Whatever.
like someone
I
said
don't
now,
think that way.
glow in the dark for $5. Don't forget to thank your Latinx co-host. Emphasize Latinx.
Die!
Latinx.
Die! It is infernixel now, okay?
Hold on. You know what? I just realized it's not Latinx. It's Latich. It's Latich, right? Because it's not Mexico. It's Mexico. So it's like Latich.
Latin.
Latich.
You have to say it with like the last bit of breath in your lungs. Latin.
Latich.
But yeah, I'm from hell. I am not infernal. I'm infernixel, okay? It has to be gender neutral.
No, you're in
okay?
Infernical. Infernical. And when you laugh, when it's ha ha ha, it's like actually it's like suck.
Actually, in Spanish we laugh with our J's, so it's jix 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 jix. Oh my lord.
Mentat says the worst part of wokeism is that they ruin franchises to the ground. You can't get attached to a franchise you like because they ruin the sequels. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you actually like the franchise that
Yeah,
got
hit him with the
ruined.
Jar Jar boys. Let's go.
Like for example, Star Trek. I don't know if you watch it.
Nope.
I don't know another franchise that Terminator.
I watched a bit, yeah.
Well, they kind of ruined it last movie, and it's objectively ruined. Like people just didn't go watch it. So now we're not going to get a Terminator franchise.
Right.
We live in a society. It is the current year normalizing bad behavior. Do better. The four horsemen of the gaming apocalypse. Artemis Fowl is betraying you. V, I think the Ruby anime will be better than the original series. The best part is that
I disagree.
It will have an art style that is like all anime. I don't know what Ruby is.
So Ruby is it's a anime, quote unquote. It's a cartoon made by Rooster Teeth.
Mm-hmm.
My issue with the new anime is that what people hate about the original show is what I like. The original show, for better or worse, people don't like the writing in it. They find it confusing, they find it hard to follow. Whatever. I personally like games where you have to kind of like read into the lore and read into like between the lines to really find the story. The way that Ruby is story told is from the perspective of the girls. So there's a lot of points where they say things along the lines of like, oh man, like I don't know what's gonna happen. That is factual. That is factual information. And they're letting you as the audience know that you don't know what's gonna happen. Which is also factual. Because they don't fucking tell you everything. The way that they story tell is very similar to D&D in the sense that we very much experience everything from the girl's perspective, so things can seem confusing until they're explained. That's the way life works. Wow, crazy.
So you're saying
that... And then...
You're saying that I should check it out or I shouldn't check it out?
It's very good. Most people will tell you that the first 3 seasons were okay, and then from there it's a dumpster fire. I will tell you it's the opposite. The first 3 seasons are boring. It is a slice of life schoolgirl anime with minor conflicts. And then from season 3, the end of season 3, the finale of it, onward, the show gets really interesting because it gets really dark. It expands on the world. You get to see how the world of Remnant really is, right? You get to experience the world of Remnant from the perspective of everything gets really fucked up, and that's just how it always has been. It's just you've been kind of shielded from it. Because, again, the whole point of Ruby's storytelling is that you don't know everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so, part of the writing being shit is the fact that it's a fucking schoolgirl anime. They're awkward as shit. That's normal.
Are the
That's what
girls
I said.
wishikushi at least?
Huh?
Are the girls wishikushi?
What does that mean?
It means beautiful in Japanese.
Uh, they're underage for the first like couple
Okay.
seasons.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't see
But
the anime. Don't judge me. Like I.
yes is the answer. Yes.
Okay.
Some of them are old enough. I think it's just Ruby that's underage.
Oh my god, I'm going to make you
Weird,
jealous
great
now.
idea.
I,
But
I,
whatever.
I'm
Anyway,
winning the competition. I got politically defiant, which I think is like an Iron Sheik in the in the Middle East, and he's got like oil in his house or something because he gave me $200.
hey
I,
yo.
I have to disagree with your young guest, V. Everyone of voting age needs to pay attention to politics, or you get California now, where gas is currently hovering around $6 per gallon, going up due to taxes that last year 5 power plants shut down while advocating for electric vehicles.
Ruby's the only one underage. Others will come from maybe 18 at Beacon. Okay, there you go. So
I'm pretty sure you know about politics. It's just that you don't want to talk about it on stream.
I legitimately don't know a lot about it.
You don't know about politics.
Not a lot. I really don't.
Okay, well, when you go to the voting booth, look, when you go to the voting booth, you got like an R, which stands for elephant, right? And then you have a D, which stands for jackass, like donkey. Like, you need to vote for the stronger animal.
Elephant or donkey?
Yes.
Elephant sounds like a stronger animal.
Yes. I don't know why the Republicans have the elephant, but I know why the Democrats have the donkey as their logo. It's due to the fact that there was this Democrat running, and this is like decades ago, and people called him a jackass as an insult, so he owned that, and he used the ass.
Nice.
Yeah. He used the ass as the logo, and it stuck. I don't know why the Republicans have the elephant, but it's an interesting trivia in American history.
Interesting. But yeah, like I don't actually really know a lot about politics in your world. Like I have my personal opinions based off of what I hear and things that I think are stupid. Because I simply react to what I hear on an individual level. I don't think about like larger groups stuff like that. Again, at the end of the day, you're all squishy humans to me. Nothing really changes.
People tell me to stop.
To me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was a super chat, so
Yeah.
I will stop. Look.
But back to Ruby. So
yeah,
Ruby has like a charm to it that's really, really unique, I feel, and that's why I personally enjoy it. I would consider it my favorite anime even. And I do consider my favorite anime. But the anime,
let me look at
the actual anime that they're putting out with it, the issue I have with it is that it doesn't feel like Ruby anymore. It feels the same as every other fucking anime, which is unoriginal, uninspired, and ununique. And the Ruby story really, what makes it as interesting as it is the dynamic of, hey, the characters are young, stupid girls, they're going to school, shit hits the fan, they have to grow up. That's what makes it interesting.
The proper one, because they don't look underage, they look quite grown up. Am I looking at the proper anime because they don't really look underage?
From what I understand, they're all 18 except for Ruby, the main character, who I believe is 15 at the start of the show, 15 or 16.
Okay, so no, I was curious like if there's another anime called Ruby and I'm looking at the wrong one. But I do like the draw design of it. And there's one that does fire, it seems, and one that masters ice.
Kind of? Yeah. I could sit here and explain to you the lore for forever. But, like, basically in this world, there's, like, a minor form of magic called semblances that is tied to your soul. And everyone has a unique one. And those who are, like, skilled with it, those are skilled at using their aura to convey their semblance, aura being the soul, effectively, become warriors. And then they use it, they go to school and they learn how to fight monsters, because the world's full of monsters. That's basically the general premise.
Someone said that they agree with you. It's no longer Ruby. Okay, well, yeah, let's talk about a different anime that I probably have seen. Which anime are you watching right now?
None. I don't have free time.
Oh, that is correct. Yeah. Same with me, to be honest. Like the thing what made me stop watching anime lately is that you get to find a really cool anime and you want to watch it. And they make one season, and then they never make season 2.
That's sad.
Have you gone through that experience?
I have.
Is it that yeah? Isn't it like very frustrating, and then you find out that you're reading the manga and it's just not as good?
Oh. You see, for me, it's the opposite. For me, it's like I fucking love Berserk and I want more of the anime, but for whatever reason, they just don't make anime of Berserk. It just doesn't happen. And when it does happen, it's shit. So,
I mean, I saw some anime with Berserk, but it had like very old graphics, I guess you can
oh,
call it.
I don't know what I did. Oh,
Oh, you got exposed. I did
I guess I'm
godify
back
you.
to normal Rosa, guys. Fuck. Why do I look so bright now? My comparison. Sorry, I went to grab my drink and I hit a button on my fucking thing. All my makeup is gone. Sorry.
You
You guys
got
get normal Rosa now.
de-godified. I straightened you out.
The face is over, guys. The face is over.
So, yeah, I mean, there was
What?
some anime with Berserk that I
Was
seen,
Rosa this whole time? Yes, Koza was Rosa this whole time.
but didn't the creator of Berserk pass away?
Yes.
So did the manga get finished, or
Nope.
mm, is there?
You might notice I don't sound particularly sad about it. I was telling Arch about this yesterday in the Archcast. I don't really care for endings. I like the journey. I like enjoying the reading, the show and the manga or whatever it's going on for as long as it happens. And then the ending is just kind of like, well, it's dead. It's over. And sometimes it's a good ending and it feels conclusive and that's great. Sometimes it's a bad ending and it sucks. And I'm like, that's cool. It doesn't really ruin the rest of the show for me in any way. But I don't really care for endings.
I mean, I can see
What do
where
you?
you're coming
Wait, hold on,
from.
hold on. Shush, shush, shush. Okay. Let me actually read that because I couldn't understand it with the text to speech. Ruby had its own charm. Well, Ruby has its own charm. As much as I like Booba, many anime use it as a hook, making it boring or beats a trope. Dude, I don't know if anyone saw, but during the trailer, there's a point where Yang shoots her gun and nothing recoils, like nothing experiences a recoil except for her boobs. Her boobs jiggle, and that's it.
I mean, the thing with Booba, I consider it like spice. Like you can have a really good dish, like let's say you have a good filet mignon, and the filet
Mm,
mignon is good by itself, right? And it has to be in order for the dish to be
yeah,
good. But it's a lot better with the seasoning, which is the Booba. Like the seasoning
yeah,
by itself doesn't make a good dish, and a good dish can be good without the seasoning, but the seasoning just makes it better.
yeah, for sure. The issue is that there's no real, like, there's no good dish anymore. Again, they took out what made you, like, Ruby unique.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
even took
I
out the
haven't
fucking
seen it, so
music!
I can't really
They,
talk about it. But regarding the ending thing, I kind of see where you're coming from, and it's true. Like there are some movies that are really good, and the ending is kind of meh. But then you have like endings that are so bad. Like for example, Game of Thrones. I don't know if you watched it, but like the
I was
ending,
about to mention Game of Thrones is my perfect example. I fucking love that show. The
yeah.
ending fucking sucks to shit. The ending is absolute fucking garbage.
But
But that doesn't ruin the show for me.
I mean,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
guess I wish I was you, because I wouldn't watch Game of Thrones again from the beginning. Like sometimes I want to rewatch an old TV show, but with
Mm,
Game of Thrones, like I know the ending, and it makes me so salty that I just can't get myself to watch it again.
I don't feel that. Again, that's just because the way that I think. Like, I enjoy the action in the moment, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, aha, the guy got his head cut off. Great, beautiful. More. Oh yeah, the dude had to kill his daughter's dog. That fucking sucks. Anyway, give me more. This is like that's just me. I feed off of what's happening. The ending is like cool shit. This kind of sucks. This is a really shitty ending. I don't like it. But like, I still enjoy the journey.
Yeah,
It's not gonna ruin the show for me.
I think the problem for me, and why I can't get over it, is that the ending was bad way before the final season. Like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, you go to a point where the show is amazing, and then it's just downhill from there.
yeah. The later seasons I was watching solely for the quality of like cinematography and the action. The story was absolute ass the last couple seasons, not just the final season. I felt like it was being rushed, which it probably was. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why it happened. I think it's because the creators got into an argument with R.R. Martin. And I think they were upset that he wasn't writing his book fast enough. And Martin tried to give them a couple of tips, but they stopped listening to him. And for some reason, like they were allowed to go on for like 3 more seasons, and they just didn't want to. And it makes
what the
absolutely no
fuck?
sense. Yeah, it makes no sense because they had the money. They could. It was a huge success, And they could have stretched it out for 3 more seasons, but they just refused. And they were supposed to do Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, but they got dropped off. Like the show was canceled because, again, like so many people were salty about the ending that they would refuse to watch Knights of the Old Republic just because it was those two that would have done the show.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I actually liked it. I think we might see it again. They're trying to do a prequel. I think it's the Dance of Dragons.
Yep, I'm excited for that personally.
Yeah,
because everything's already written. So
yeah, we might get that. They wanted to do another one. I think it was called Blood Moon, but that one got dropped. So we'll see. That the problem with Dance of Dragons is that I actually managed to get spoiled, so I know what happens to a certain extent. Mm. And it's kind of the same with all prequels, right? Because you know where they're going to end up. Like, for example, you know Vader is going to become evil. So it kind of takes away something from that. But other than that, you know, hopefully it's going to be good. I mean, I want it to be good.
I mean, again, I'll just be there for the action, personally. Again, it's like the journey. As long as it's got cool cinematography and action, I was like, yeah, good action show.
I guess
wait,
Game of Thrones isn't really renowned for the action, right? It's more the intelligent conversations that the characters are having.
Yep. I don't like politics. I don't find it interesting at all. I just see like, oh yeah, dudes fight, let's go.
Yeah, well, you know, the chat is tempting us. I can see it now. They're trying to get us back into the realm of politics, but goddammit, I refuse. Not with my snake girl.
I'm eating a taco. By the way, if you see my mouth moving and I'm not talking, it's because I'm chewing.
I saw a lot of VTubers doing that, and now I know why. I guess it's the advantage of having an avatar. Like, you can actually eat while streaming.
Fucking great. I mean, I would do it anyway. Not like I fucking give a shit.
Yeah, I guess, but like, if you're actually eating in front of the camera, like, you might have people tuning off. Like, most people don't want to see their streamers eating for some reason. But at the same time, they don't mind when the streamer streams for 6 hours straight, and it's like, well...
Mukbangs! Every stream's a mukbang! Mukbang community, come follow me. So again, the fuck's like ever non-existent, and I think there's always someone for everything, so...
I got this subscriber of mine. His name is Abdi Muhammad, and he considers VTubers to be haram, right? And I was saying, it's like, well, isn't the VTuber like a girl that's covering her face? So isn't the VTube avatar like a digital burqa?
That's a very good way of looking at it. I have a friend who sees VTuber like avatars as like Muppets, like literal Muppets.
That is such a good point. You are a Muppet.
Fuck you.
You're a sock puppet, Roza.
You know, there's like sock puppets that people use, and like, it's Snake. That's me. I'm a sock puppet. Do you have
like a 3D avatar? Because I seen some VTubers go with the 3D model, and they can do Beat Saber and Dance Dance Revolution and stuff.
It's really cool. By the way, anybody? Yes, I said I'm a sock puppet. Do not fucking use the sock the wrong way. I swear to God, I'll kill you. I swear to God, I'll kill you.
How can you use the sock? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
You should make your face black.
Hello? Wait, what?
You know, you got like that emotion where your face goes black. Yeah.
Yeah, yandere doom expression.
Yes.
Yeah, don't do anything fucking weird with your snake sock puppet. I swear to God, I'll fucking end you.
Shouldn't there be like 2 puppets? Like, because there's 2 socks.
You wear 2 socks?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's bad luck to wear only 1 sock.
That explains a lot.
No, seriously, like, it's called you're invoking the devil in Romania. I don't know why and where this myth comes from. I don't even think you have it in
Look down at me wearing 1 sock. That explains a lot.
Now it makes sense, yes. Like, when I was a kid and
I am being invoked!
Like when I was a kid, my grandmother would see me run around the house with one sock or one shoe, and she would be like, "No, don't do that, because you're invoking the devil." And I'm like, "What the?"
The devil has arrived. It's me. I've imprinted on you.
Yeah, like you'd think it would require some deeper summoning ritual, like at least make a
No.
pentagram and some candles and some no, just wear one sock.
Yeah, if you guys want me to call you daddy, just put on one sock. That's all it is.
So what does your chat say?
Yes, left boot. You are left boot. Snack puppet. The American Pie way. Pretty sure 95% of thinking of it. But they are now. Oh, they weren't thinking of it, but now they are. My left boot says, damn, nothing is real. Someone says this V guy is pretty weird. Hey, he's my dad.
What have I done?
He's my dad V.
Well, to be honest, I'm a little bit tired, because usually I'm a lot more entertaining, but it's been a long day, and unfortunately, I lost my cat.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, I hope it's going to come back, but it was a little.
I thought you meant like you lost it and then like it died. It passed away.
No. It didn't go to heaven. It just ran out of the house, and I tried looking for it, couldn't find it, and I just hope it's going to come back today.
It probably will come back when it's hungry.
Oh my god, so many super chats wanting me to ask you about political stuff, and I will not.
Baka!
I will keep you innocent.
Thank you.
Are you going to go back to the Archcast?
If I'm re-invited. I am planning on I'm playing something with Kibs over on the Bickering Bunch.
Like Dungeons and Dragons?
I don't know yet.
Wait, so you said you're going to play something with him and you didn't even ask?
Well, it's hard to plan something out when it's that far out. Like, we're both really busy over the next, like, couple weeks, so...
What if he asks you to play something indecent, Rosa?
What?
What if he asks you to play something indecent?
I'll agree to it. I've been wanting to play Trials in Tainted Space for the last eternity, but I keep being told no.
What game is that?
Trials in Tainted Space. It's that like space porn game. Oh. But like everything's text based. So like there's pictures, but you can just hide the pictures. I'm like, yeah, it's a text based like ERP like fetish game.
Oh, and you can just hide the pictures and you can play it on YouTube?
I don't know. I asked you and you told me no.
But yeah, like there is this thing on YouTube called the Terms of Service. And if you break the terms of service, there is a woman named Susan, and she gets very upset.
And like, is talking about like sex?
It's fine.
Or
it's fine unless you start unless you go into descriptive detail and I don't know, you start reading 50 Shades of Grey on YouTube. You might get your channel age restricted.
It's worse than 50 Shades of Grey, but like I don't have to read it. I can like be like, oh wow, this is crazy, as I react to it as I read it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just have it on the screen, but not actually read it out loud.
Wait, Rosa, let's go back a little bit. You said it's worse than 50 Shades of Grey, right?
Yeah.
Which means you read 50 Shades of Grey.
Fuck off.
Why did
you
read?
I haven't.
But I know did you read 50 Shades of Grey?
I haven't read it. Not the full thing, at least. But I know it's worse.
Not the full thing. I know where did you stop? At what point did you say, all right, this book is not for me?
It was a long time ago. I don't remember. But, the thing about Trials in Tainted Space is that, it goes into, like, lots of different fetishes of lots of different varieties, and because it is, like, a script-based game that tells a story in space where, like, aliens and shit exist, and there's, like, you can take drugs to, like, change, like, everything about you. There's, like, no, like, there's no bars, there's no limitations. Like, there's a chick in the game whose cock is bigger than her actual body. Like, there's all sorts of fucking craziness in that game.
And there's also Susan looking over you as you play that game.
Huh?
There's also Susan looking over you when you play that game.
I mean, if she thinks it's hot, I'm down to experiment.
I don't know if she thinks that, but I do think that you might get into trouble. So it's Yeah, it's
Susan,
best
hit me
not
up,
to.
baby. Hit me up. Rose is also on Team Jacob. She's read Twilight. What? I like vampires, I'll have you know.
Really? So between vampires and werewolves?
Vampires are hot.
Why? They have cold skin.
So do I.
Oh. Well, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, no, I don't like vampires. Like even Blood Rain, which is a game that I really love playing, and I gave it to Fire Dog. Well, Fire Umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Fire
that
dog. It's stuck.
it's stuck.
Oh, I love her so much.
Yeah, for chat,
Vampire fire dog.
you guys don't know, but like Rosa had this other VTuber on her platform, Fire Umbrella, and her avatar looked like a dog, and I was like, okay, Fire Dog, and she got upset because it's like, no, it's a vampire. Like, okay, whatever.
Hi,
But,
Roar.
but I gave her like cause she's a vampire. I thought, hey, you know what? Like I would like to see people play Blood Rain again because it's a game that I grew up with. So I got her the game, and it actually improved her stream. Like it doubled her viewers, and I was like really happy about it.
A very good game.
It is a great game. I'm so upset that they didn't make any sequel for it.
Hmm.
And
Sorry,
what's
I'm
really
gonna
wholesome
check my
about it, like
image.
if you watch her streams, like she starts off being really, really horrible at the game. I mean, she doesn't know the controls. She can't even walk properly because, like, you know, like she's walking and she's looking up or down. Like she can't focus the camera. But after she plays the game for several hours, she gets really good at it.
Yeah, people love to see growth.
Yeah, and it's very wholesome. Like I would rather watch a streamer that gets good at a game than one that's really good.
Wow, thanks.
You're not that good. I saw how that centipede was wiping the
Sit
floor
up.
with you.
Sit up. Sit up.
Like I watch your
I was-
streams, Rosa. I seen what you're capable of.
I am a Chad, and I kill every boss on first try, and I never die.
You
Mhm.
died a lot, actually. I mean, the screen was constantly black. If it was League of Legends, it would have been black
Get
and
up, get
white.
up, get up. I'm being bullied.
Well, it wasn't me. It was the centipede.
I know. Fucking insects, dude. I don't like bugs.
Someone told me if you put some of your cat's litter from the box outside, sometimes the cat would smell it and use the. No, if I do that, there's like 5 other cats in the neighborhood, and they're going to start pissing at my door. It doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah, don't do that. Again, just wait. The cat will probably know, like it. If you've had it for a while and it's like an indoor cat, it'll be like, man, I don't fucking know how to acquire my own food, and it's gonna come back home and be like, food, please. That's what's gonna happen.
Abdi Muhammad said, dude, the avatar is fucking creepy. Please remove that thing from the screen, V. What would you say to Abdi?
You're creepy.
You hear that, Abdi?
You're creepy. You heard that? Get fucked. As a matter of fact, what now?
Well, keep the
No,
hammer,
I'm
actually. No,
extra
keep the hammer.
I don't know where I am on your screen or what I have on your screen. But on my screen, people can't see the hammer anyway.
Well, I think the haram intensifies now.
But yeah, you're creepy. What now? Huh?
I'll tell you when he responds, because there's a little bit of delay. But yeah, Abdi, what now? What you gotta do now, Abdi? You got
What you gonna do,
BTFO'd
huh?
by an anime girl. You got called out, son. You know, I think deep inside, Abdi...
Don't like it, don't look.
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
Abdi. Don't like it, don't look. But you know what I think? I think
Don't
he
look.
actually likes
Close
it.
your eyes, listen.
No, I think
I
he
know he
likes
likes
it. You know,
I know
like...
he likes it.
I think it's a
He
coping
wants to
mechanism.
get stepped on. He wants to get hammered.
He wants to
Don't
get
you?
hammered, absolutely. I think it's a coping mechanism. Like, he is going to donate one of these days to a VTuber. I'm willing to bet. Like, when he thinks that I'm not looking, he's going to be in that chat, and he's going to click that donate button.
Yeah. He's easy to be like, oh man, look at that thick swinging black tail. Ah. Gimme. And then he's gonna come for it. It's gonna happen.
We'll see. We'll see. You know, I saw this before. Like, there were people that really hated some streamer on another, and then they end up donating to that streamer.
It goes. Dude, hey, I love friends. Sorry, enemies to friends relationships. It's the best.
Frenemies, yeah.
They're the actual best.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Like, you really hate
He's
a
afraid of
person.
the 12 inches of thunder. Hello, is Abby my new peg champ? Is he replacing Kibbs? Have I found my new Onaho?
Look, Abdi is now making you compliments. I don't think he knows what an ona hole is, but you can explain it to him. Oh no, don't explain it on my channel. You know what? You explain it on your next stream. He says that you are literally a hellspawn. See, he knows your lore.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, he knows your lore. He actually invested the time in
Look at
order to look at your VTuber introduction video.
No, bro, I love you. I love you. You have free permission to come be my doormat.
He said he doesn't hate you, he's scared of you.
As you should be. Isn't that a natural reaction?
Well, you know, it's what he's trying to say is that he is snakophobic.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's just too bad, isn't it?
No, I'm telling you, like I am willing to bet at night Abdi Muhammad pulls the drapes to his windows, locks the door to his room, and watches VTubers.
Yeah.
I bet he watches Russia.
Ayo, item disabled.
I think he watches Russia because Russia does that whole girlfriend experience.
I do that too.
No,
if you
like
look
she.
at the no.
Okay.
I do. Someone brought me food. Artemis said, you did though? Yeah, you did say you wouldn't turn down free food. I never turn down free food. Sweet and savory sides, let's fucking go. Again, that's the girlfriend experience. I'm just like, hey, honey, can you buy me food? That's the real girlfriend experience.
Well, yeah, but like, what you're doing is not the girlfriend experience, okay? What Russia did was like up a notch to 11. Like, she would sell an engagement ring as merchandise to her chat.
Oh.
Okay, right. And she was actually like role playing as if she is engaged with the chat. Right. So turns out that she was getting a Discord DM from a guy named Mafu Mafu. Now,
I've heard of him.
Yes. Now Mafu Mafu is really big in Japan. He's like the Justin Bieber of Japan.
He's a femboy.
Yes. And
very peggable.
Is he peggable? I mean, I wouldn't be able to. Okay. No. The thing is, right? It ends up with the drama escalating. A lot of people were upset. But what's interesting is that there was also fans of Mafu Mafu that were very distraught about the news.
Yeah, I'd bet. So hold on, Golden Direct says, why is V getting all the super chats? This is not right. And then my boot says Rosa doesn't sell ring, she sells butt plugs to emulate the full dominant girlfriend experience.
Is that something you're allowed to do?
Not yet.
Anyway.
I plan on selling butt plugs and dildos.
So there's this like big, not a VTuber, but like a big channel in Japan which talks about VTubers. Kind of like, I guess like the H3 or the Keemstar of YouTube, but like for Japanese VTubers.
Okay.
Right. And he discusses this drama, and there's like a fan of Mafu Mafu calling, and she's crying. Like she's really depressed. Like you can hear her like constantly sniffing her nose and, you know, holding back the tears. And the guy tells her, like, I wish I could find that recording. Chat, if you have it, give it and I'll play it. But yeah, like she's saying, it's like, oh, so sad. Then the guy says, look, just because they're living together doesn't mean that they had sex. And the girl is like,
yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, the girl's like, yeah, I guess you're right. And the guy then says, but let's be honest, he probably did a bukkake on her face. And the girl like literally just bursts in tears and then hangs up. Like, you know, a lot of people are thinking like, what are the subscribers of Russia thinking when that happened? But like very few people think about the subscribers of Mafu Mafu. Because there's a lot of women that were very upset about that development as well.
How dare he come on another girl's face?
It was like the escalation that surprised me, and like the reaction that you get on stream, you know, because he calms her down, and it seems like the crisis was averted, and then drops that bomb, and you can see how like her entire world falls apart.
Chad.
And again, it's just like over like a guy that she never met, right? Like it's someone that's on the internet and super famous that there's no way that she would interact with him. But like she was so devastated over the fact that this guy is living with a
I,
VTuber.
I have to mention this comment that Yorp said. We should hook up the Rusia Sims with the Mofu Mofu fans. Yeah, dude, honestly, that'd be top tier. We can
I
have like
never
a big
thought about
meetup
that,
and
but
then
like
everyone
holy
just goes
shit.
and has an orgy.
Holy shit, we can start the business. Like you
Holy
get the
shit,
Russia
yeah.
fans, I get the Mafu Mafu ones, and we need to now mix and match them and send them together. And
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
can
exactly.
actually live the experience. How would we call our business though? Like we need to find a name for it. Maybe chat can come up with the name.
Wait, hold on. Your mom just like hold on. Wait a minute. I need to pull it up again on my computer so I can see it. Cause it went on the screen, but it wasn't a super chat. It was through Streamlabs. Hold on. Oh, V's mom donated $3 and says, "Hello Rosa, you're such a nice girl. My little muffin V is usually not so outgoing. Thank you for spending time with him. Mommy loves you, V. XOXOXOXO."
Why is my mother
Aww.
in your chat, Rosa?
It's so cute. She's my grandma. Of course she's in the chat.
Okay, I found the video, but I don't know how we can play it, because like you're streaming on your channel, I'm streaming on mine, and I don't know how we could play this video so both of us can hear it.
Concepts. We're on Discord. Share screen, you forehead.
Yeah, but I don't want to show my Discord, because like if someone like if I just show my
Okay.
Discord, it's going to get people messaging me.
Question: do you have multiple screens?
No.
That's where you fucked up. Thank you, Zenith. Yeah, that's where you fucked up, boy. I mean, we don't have to watch it. We just hear it, right?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'll play it next stream, I guess, and you can play it some other time if you want on your channel.
I'm gonna play it right now. We're gonna all listen to it.
I gave it to you on Discord. You know what? Let's do it like this. Play it on your channel, and I'll stream your channel as you're playing it.
That works, yeah.
Yeah. Let me just hold on. I'll close Discord, and I'll open it after you finish playing it on your channel. Because otherwise we're going to get double echo.
That makes sense, actually. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I need to find your stream first. Okay, I found your stream. Did you get the video? Okay, I found your stream.
I'm just gonna play the audio. Yeah, I have it.
Alright. Play it. I'll watch your channel, and then I'll.
Oh, do I have to like? Do I have to read the entire thing in Japanese?
Hold on. Let me see. I thought it's translated. Let me.
No, like I see there's text.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck. So in that case, I would have to play it. Yeah, no, I can't. I can't right now. I don't have it set up for that.
You know what? Let's
Next
do it.
time.
Let's do it some other time, because it's too difficult right now. Like we would have to stop the stream and blah blah blah. Yeah. So my chat can now see your actual setup, and it's like, oh, I'm bleep now.
Yeah, I told you you're bleep right now.
I didn't know what you wanted. Yeah, I didn't know what you meant by that, but now it makes sense.
Hit the button, V. Hit the button. I'm gonna say the word.
No, do not say the word. Do not say the word. Alright.
Wah.
You can say wah.
But oh man.
So what VTubers do you watch?
I occasionally watch some of my friends whenever like I have the time. Like I'll be foraging and I'll just have their like stream in the background. But I don't really watch anything. I don't have the time. I'm typically really focused on work.
You're supposed to say your gen mates.
I really don't. Sometimes I do. Like I'll drop in. I'll be like, "Hi guys, how's it going?" And then Koa's playing that song I don't like, and then I'm like, "Never mind, I'll step out now."
You're supposed to say that your gen mates were the friends that you were watching. Because you said you're watching your friends, and then I said you're supposed to say your gen mates, and you said you okay, but like you didn't say your gen mates and your friends are the one of the same.
I mean, they don't watch me either. Like neither of my gen mates are here. They know I'm streaming. They're not here. They're not watching. Right, guys?
How many
Yeah,
gen
see?
mates do you have?
2.
So there's
My
the
gen
monkey
mates
lady.
are Beauty. Yeah, Monkey Lady. That's Koa.
Mm-hmm.
Koa Himari. Sorry, almost choked.
Don't choke.
And then we have like the deer lady with the big branch. That's Viri.
And she's the booby lady.
They're both booby ladies.
Yeah, but like the other one is more booby.
Yeah, Koa has the most booby.
Hmm.
I have an image somewhere I can show you. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it.
I'll read some super chats while you're trying to find it. Meant that I
There,
hope it's not
there's an image
political.
somewhere that is fucking beautiful and is my favorite fucking thing.
Oh,
Let
listen
me
to
let me
this. Your hammer should be named the Susanator.
Susanator. That is a very, very good nickname for my hammer. Chunchunmaru the Susanator.
You're a rich bastard. 300 plus donors on Subscribestar. You would think, like, if all of them would give me $5, yes, but there's a lot of $1 donations on Subscribestar, so. Alright, can we see the picture? Hold on, let me go to your channel now.
I'm trying to find her. I found it. She sent it to Arch. Oh, it's so good. I can't believe I don't have this image saved.
Okay. Well, I'll show it afterwards because I can't find it now.
It's okay.
And what type of content do they do? Because again, like I know VTubers that like to sing and they sing really well. I know you like to keep things chill and relaxed.
They're both a
And
lot more talented than I am. So like they both like play games and stuff like that. They also sing. They do all sorts of stuff. They basically do everything I do, but more. Viri is also very chill. So if you guys like chill type content, go follow Viri. If you like more energetic content, go follow Koa. Koa's a lot more lively. But like again, they both have like pretty active communities, and like they're both fucking hilarious on a regular basis. Like I don't really know what else to say. They're just really cool fucking people.
yeah, I mean,
And if
I'm
you like
impressed because
watching,
you guys managed to grow so fast, right? Like you started streaming from the beginning of this year, and you already
yeah,
have thousands of subs. So clearly, you're doing great.
yeah. Jinx says he loves all 3 of us. Yes, thank you. As you should. Koa's my monkey baby sis, and then Viri's my big branch mommy.
Any of the Hololive girls that you like?
Hololive? In particular, I have to say, Callie.
Callie.
Yep, more Calliope.
Mm-hmm.
Calliope. I'm a big fan of
Isn't
her.
she like the drama llama of Hololive?
Don't think so.
Because every
She
single like I hear there's
she's a rapping one.
mm-hmm. She had
I don't
surgery
know.
recently, didn't she?
I don't know anything about that. I just kind of follow her music. Like I don't have the time to really follow stuff. And, like, keep track
The
of
reason
things.
I
I
know
only
it
watch the
is
streams.
that she was absolutely hilarious because she posted the picture. It's like I live, and I'm like, what happened? It's like, oh, she had surgery, and apparently it was successful, so that's great.
That's
And
good.
yeah, no, like I do know that she's the one that does the rap. Personally, I like Amelia Watson because she's very toxic when she plays games, and I find that very relatable.
I sent you a picture.
All right, let me check.
I'm gonna try to add it to my stream, see if I can.
Oh,
Image.
I don't think I can put that.
I definitely can.
You can, but I'm not putting it.
Why not?
It's going to get demonetized.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I have seen videos get demonetized for less.
It's fine.
You know what? We'll
Howard.
see. Because you're doing it on your channel, I'm not doing it on mine, and we can compare chats later.
Bet. So guys, this is my favorite family portrait of me and my gen mates. Isn't it fucking amazing? Over on the right is me, and then in the middle we have Viri. This is during Viri's birthday. We streamed this. You can see chat in the background. And then over left we have Koa. That's Koa.
So I got
That's a cool
another
picture.
YouTuber, Yellow Flash, in the chat. How's it going, Flash? Do you want Roza on your Flashcast?
Hey yo,
Do you want to go on the Flashcast, Rosa?
I wouldn't mind.
They're scary people, though.
I'm not really afraid of anybody. Koa was asking me after the Archcast, like, weren't you nervous? There was like 700 people watching, and I'm like, I guess, but like not really, no. I don't get nervous. I don't have a sense of fear.
I mean, I remember
Except for insects. Insects scare me.
I remember when I was streaming with the vampire lady, and she was like, "Oh my god, like there's 100 people watching. Like, what do I do?" And it's like, well, pretend it's like 5. I mean, it's literally the same. You just need to have fun, and if people enjoy that, then it doesn't matter. There can be like 100 or 1,000 people.
The Flashcast hangs out in parking lots and smokes cigarettes, though. Same, though, honestly.
Well, the Flashcast did the thing where they would take a shot at $100 super chat, and initially it was 50, and by the end of the night, like, I didn't manage to stay the whole time, but I took, I think, like 4 shots, and I was already feeling very dizzy, and everyone else, they just stood there, and they just took shot after shot after shot, and the next morning, everyone was wasted. Like, everyone had the huge hangover.
They're weak. So, when I first had like monetization up and I could do super chats, I was like, okay, guys, I'll take a shot at every super chat. I didn't really put a limit on it. I just kind of said that. I'm like a fucking idiot that I am. So I go I put my thing on the loading screen that I have. I went to go get my vodka. I come back and I have like 11 super chats to catch up on, and I'm like, bet.
So and how much did you drink?
Okay. As I'm taking shots, people kept fucking super chatting. So I took like 14 shots in the course of the first 15 minutes of my stream.
14 shots of beer?
Of vodka.
Jesus, how much percent?
56%. It's a vodka that's called 55 vodka. So I think that's the name of the brand. And they have a particular bottle called
out of Rosa. Hold on, that's not possible. Like
they have a bottle called the 56, and that's what I was drinking. I say shots, but it's more of like I was just like taking big gulps because I didn't have shot glasses at the time.
Oh my god! And didn't you get in a coma by the end of the stream?
No, I was fine that stream. What fucked me up was a different day. I was drinking Everclear with my stepmom.
How much is Everclear in alcohol?
It's 190 proof. It's a grain alcohol, aka 95%.
Jesus. And how much did you drink?
About half a mug.
No, that's not that doesn't that like
that fucked me up. That was my limit. That was what got me.
Isn't that like
I was experiencing alcohol poisoning for like good 3 days.
No, because hold on, like the alcohol.
I texted you. You remember? Like I was like,
but the chat doesn't know. Like, look. The alcohol that I used at the hospital is a lot less than Everclear. Like, it's less powerful.
I believe it's a different substance, though. Like when you're processing alcohol.
Yes. But like, you're right. Yes, you're right. Like, you shouldn't drink medical alcohol, but like medicinal alcohol is also very, very high in percentage, right? Because it needs to disinfect the wound. So you're telling me that you're drinking alcohol that's actually of a higher percentage than medicinal alcohol?
Yeah, it fucked me up.
No shit. And not only that, like, you're not supposed to drink like half a mug. You're supposed to like maybe I don't know, like even a shot is too much.
Mixer. Yeah, you're supposed to add a shot to that to like a nicer drink. Like that's the point of Everclear is that you add that to like juice stuff and it makes it alcoholic.
Yes.
That's what you do with Everclear. My fucking dumbass. My mom, not my mom, my stepmom is also an alcoholic, and
Mm-hmm.
so I was having half a mug. Oh, sorry, I was having a mug that was half gin, half vodka. She was like, "I'll do that too," and I was like, "Oh, it's a competition now. I see." So I drank half my mug, and then I requested the alcohol menu, and they happened to have Everclear, and they happened to have specifically because they have weaker like green alcohols, but 190 is their highest, which is 95%. And I was like, I'll take that one. And I just filled the other half of the mug with Everclear. And I didn't realize what time it was, but we had to go soon. So I was like, oh fuck. So I quickly finished my steak that I was eating, and then proceeded to down basically like a mug of Everclear, a mug that was half
Jesus.
Everclear. And then I went home. I got home, and well, the rest you know. I was drunk. I was drunk texting you.
Yes. But it's interesting because you were drunk, but you still realized what's going on. Like you weren't, to the point
I
where
can
you're so.
never, I can never reach that point.
You
I'm
can't, right?
positive because here's the thing. I have a really high tolerance as far as like I can deal with the alcohol mentally, and like I am still in a state of mostly like I still remember that night. I wasn't blackout drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could still remember everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's because you've probably been drinking from
Uh,
like a younger age. I guess like you've been
yeah,
building up the
yeah,
tolerance.
yeah. So I can tolerate the alcohol on like a social level. Like my brain is still functional while I'm drinking alcohol, but I'm really small. So I'm actually just got a donation which asked me a question that relates to this. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
quickly say it and then I'll say what I was gonna say. But let me how the fuck where did it go? So Chloe donated $6.69. Nice. It says Rosa. Every time I watch a stream, you're eating. Are you a chunky snack? Big round chibi snack with a little tail? Considering you like slapping your thighs, do you got thunder thighs? Yes. No, I am really, really skinny, and I'm also really, really small. I'm 5'2" and I weigh 95 pounds.
5'2".
I'll let you. Yeah,
That's very
I'm
small.
fairly small, and for that reason, my body can't handle as much alcohol as my tolerance can.
Hmm.
Cause I'm fine and I'm still vibing and I'm not super duper drunk. I'm not blackout drunk, but my liver's tapped the fuck out. If I drank anymore, I probably would have died.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen some really bad cases at the hospital. I mean, you can get the acute pancreatitis if you drink too much at once, and it's not
Yeah,
a nice thing to have. Then you
I
can get
bet.
liver damage, but I'm pretty sure you know.
Yeah, I'm never gonna drink that much ever again. That's one of those experiences where I had never found my limit and I found it.
But like the thing with
Um,
VTubers is that when you drink, people don't really see if you drink or not.
it's true.
So they
That
would
is
have to
very
just
true.
take your word for it. But I guess like it's kind of hard to fake it, like if you get speech impediments and whatever.
Yeah, I do. My child used to say that like I speak snack when I like when I drink too much. So I start to like slur my words more. Again, like mentally I'm all here, but my body's feeling it. And like you can see it in my gameplay, you can see it in like the way I speak. Like I can only hide and lie so much, right?
Have you tried eating spicy food? Like there was this guy doing a video games review, and he would eat usually like a Trinidad scorpion or
Oh my god.
a ghost pepper, and then he would try to review the video games while, trying
Peppering.
not to scream in pain and agony.
I'm actually planning on buying some hot sauces for my punishment wheel for Elden Ring. So one of my punishments would be that I have to take a because like I was like I want to do shots when I die, and they were like my magicum was like no, you can't do that again.
Do
You're
you want
not
me to
allowed.
read
I
just
was
the
like
names
fine.
of some hot sauces, and you can tell me what you think about it?
Okay, sure.
All right.
But he sent me a bunch of hot sauces, and I was like, he was like, yeah, from now on, whenever you die, one of your punishments is that you might end up having to take a shot of hot sauce. And I'm like, okay,
Okay, listen to
that's
this.
fine, I guess.
You tell me which one has the best brand name. Shit the bed. Shit the bed hot sauce. The colon cleaner.
I like that one.
This is my favorite one. Hemorrhoid helper burns both ways. Hold on, let me give you the link so you can show your stream as well. Like, the thing is, like, when I was looking for hot sauces, I didn't realize that they actually have these funny names and these funny brands.
They do.
Um,
See, Rosa, Koa watches your streams. Oh, Koa's here? Hi, Koa. V, you can eat my pancreas. Koa wants you to eat her pancreas.
I don't want to
You
eat
know
your
what they say?
pancreas.
If you fuck the dad, you dominate the whole family.
If if I eat your pancreas, I'm going to get drunk.
See, yeah. Thank you, Animus. But, yeah.
Listen to this one.
Who wants to speak with you?
This is actually really good. I had this one. I recommend it. It's not even that hot. It's Professor Pain in the Ass Anal Angst.
Thanks. That's so good.
No, but like the thing is that this one is actually really tasty. I mean, I absolutely love the taste of it. That it's not very hot.
So, fun fact: for being a fire snake, I don't deal with spicy very well.
Really?
Nope.
So
I
you wouldn't want the Ass Reaper. Do you know what the Ass Reaper is? Hold on, I'll show you. Like, it even has like this really cool bottle. It's got like a la muerte on it. Let me.
Pure Stress sent me a final donation that says, N-acetylcysteine? Cysteine is a useful supplement to help prevent liver failure, sometimes used in hospitals. Good to know. Good to know. But yeah, I was dealing with some, like, serious alcohol poisoning for a good 3 days until I finally threw up.
Oh, so you did throw up.
I did 3 days later, yeah. I had 3 days where I was
That's not how it works, Rosa.
Dude, I didn't feel like throwing up. I remember, like, you were like, oh, go shove your fingers in your throat. And I'm like, I'm finger blasting my fucking throat right now. My uvula is, like, ultra turned on. And it's just, like, nothing wants to come out. And I spent, like, the whole 2 or 3 days where, like, I felt like absolute garbage. And, like, I was in, like, pain. I was in legitimate pain. And anytime I ate anything that was, like, even remotely greasy, like, it would hurt.
Jesus.
And then I finally threw up. And then I had to take a day off.
You know, to be honest,
I was, like
I would take your case to a medical symposium because I don't think there's another person that drank this much and lived to tell the tale. Like, you're experiencing symptoms that I never even thought possible. Like, the idea that you can puke 3 days after you ate you drank the alcohol, that makes absolutely no medical sense to me. But then again, I have never met someone that drank an entire pint of Everclear.
Hey, man. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, dude,
I can make a study out of it and make money. Like, I can put it on PubMed and it will get peer reviewed, and I would actually have like professionals from the field asking me questions about it.
Oh man, I mean, I'm trying to wish I had recorded everything. We could have made bank.
You could, yeah. I mean, there would be people that would pay you to get citations from your study.
I mean, we could always replicate it.
No, I wouldn't, because it wouldn't be ethical. I wouldn't push the boundaries.
I'm down. Fuck it. What's up with the 3 days of literal hell? No, dude, like, I was feeling pain that was, like, anytime I ate something, like, I would hurt my stomach, and then the pain would radiate, like, up my limbs. Like, my legs were, like, sore consistently. I had, like, shockwaves of pain going up to, like, my wrist. Like, it was not fun. And it was a whole 3 days of that.
Listen to this.
So I finally was, like, I was showering in the morning, getting ready for work, and, like, my body was like, hey, you're about to get gut punched. And I had to, like, lean. I was still in the shower, leaning over my fucking, like, I was leaning over, like, the rim of my bathtub, like, hovering over my fucking toilet, just throwing up. You know, like when, like, your arm hurts, and you're like, oh, man, I got hurt. I got a boo-boo. And your uncle's like, let me fix that for you, then punches you in the arm.
And that never happened to me, Rosa. That does seem like a bizarre medical treatment. I haven't tried it on patient either.
You never had, like a mean uncle do that to you?
No.
Where he's just like, oh, what's that? You're in pain? Hits you somewhere else. Does it still hurt in the first place? Yes, it does. But are you distracted by the new pain? Yes, I am.
But I was at the hospital, though, and the doctor was, like we were at the cardiology department, and the doctor was telling us the lesson, and then the patient next to him, an old lady, she goes into arrhythmic shock, and like, and I swear to God, like, the doctor just lifted his fist up in the air and then, like, slammed it as hard as possible on this old lady's chest and made her heart pump normally again. Like, there was proper EKG, electric activity again. And then he explains it's like never do this in public. And it's like why? Like well the strength of a fist applied to a patient's heart is the equivalent, and he tells me how many joules. But if you do this in public, like the press will see that you're assaulting the patient, and that's not good. So like first put the patient in
Yeah.
the ambulance. But like what you're telling me is like is your uncle like maybe he heard about this technique and he applied it to the arm?
No, 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 no. So the concept is that you're in pain,
Mm-hmm.
and then your shitty uncle's like, "Let me fix that," and then he hits you somewhere else, so that you have a new place to feel pain about, and you're like, and then he says, "Does the first place still hurt?" So
That
the
is
idea is that like you hurt so much from being punched in the arm that your little paper cut doesn't hurt as much anymore. You know what I'm
I
saying? That's the premise.
I
So
get
that's
the
how I felt.
logic, but it's sadistic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super sadistic. But
Yes.
that's how I felt. I was like after I threw up, I was like, well, my arms don't hurt anymore, my legs don't hurt anymore. I feel like I've just been stabbed in the stomach. Like I'm in so much pain. I was laying down on the ground because okay, I can take a lot of pain. I can handle a lot of pain. But it was so much pain that I was like, okay, now that I threw up and the pain's gone, I can feel a little better. I can finish getting ready for work. I feel like I'm gonna pass out from the pain. Holy fuck. And I was laying on the ground, like, I was like calling Andres, being like, Andres, can you take over the forge today? He's like,
Jesus.
what? He's like, squeak, squeak. And I'm like, yeah, it finally came out. And,
So
yeah,
just so you
I am
know,
in pain.
just so you know how bad it is what you did, apparently chat told me that there's a YouTuber who did the Everclear challenge. And YouTube deleted it because they considered it to be too dangerous.
It's the Everclear challenge.
There is the Everclear challenge, yes. And they deleted it because they considered that to be way too dangerous. And
No, but what
honestly,
is the
after
Everclear
listening to
challenge?
you, I completely
How
agree
much?
with YouTube's decision.
Yeah. How much Everclear is the Everclear challenge?
I don't know. Like chat, I haven't seen the video, so I have no idea. I assume like it's gotta be something, right? Cause, but like no, it's completely a good thing that YouTube deleted that because
Yeah.
yeah, like you
No one should see the way that I felt on stream. There's no way. Like that was a whole different world of pain. And like I was streaming through that pain still, like throughout like the days. But it was nothing like the final knockout. Like when I threw up, I legit like I've been stabbed before. I felt like I was stabbed in the gut. Like legitimately. I was like, holy fuck, I feel like absolute garbage. Like there was like just like a shard of pain just stuck in my fucking like my side. And I was just wow.
so I got this friend which is a veterinarian, and he's also
Hmm.
passionate about growing all sorts of plants. And I gave him some South Carolina Reaper seeds. Now, South Carolina is the hottest pepper in the world. And they don't look like a pepper. They look kind of like a small tomato.
I know what you're talking about. It's
All right.
orange.
Okay. So
Yeah,
he goes
it's orange
in,
and it's really smooth.
he puts the seeds, and he tells me that some of them actually grew. And I'm like happy, because like, all right, well, finally, I'm going to see how the South Carolina Reaper tastes like. Because like the way you're with alcohol, I'm with spicy food.
Okay.
And then, I ask him, it's like, can I have it? And he's like really concerned. It's like, what happened? It's like, my wife ate one. And what the fuck? What do you mean like she ate? Like, you're not supposed to eat a pepper. Like, you're supposed to mince it in food. And no. Like, she didn't know what they were. So she took one and made like a sandwich. And she was in so much pain afterwards because it wasn't like the stinging sensation, but apparently like she turned red and she was sweaty and she couldn't move, like her
Mm-hmm.
entire stomach was burning and like she almost got to the hospital. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, I feel really bad, it's like well, did she eat all of them? No, but like after that, like she threw all of them away. And I'm like, God damn it, they're South Carolina Reapers, like why would you throw? So I still didn't get to experience, but one day I will eat one on stream.
Hell yeah. I mean, you could probably like order one.
No, not in my
Like,
country. Like I don't think the Romanian equivalent of the FDA actually deals with South Carolina Reapers. Like you'd have to grow them yourself.
that's annoying.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like it's hotter than pepper spray, if I'm not mistaken. What did the Spanish lady tell you?
Okay. You're saying a lot of stuff. Let me read this. Uh, we need some more snake speak. Used by snake people like lizard folk, and sometimes even sassy, smug snakes. Sometimes applies so broadly it affects any reptilian creature, even if it doesn't make sense.
Rosa, do you have a
Thank
lisp?
you, Chloe. Thank you, Chloe, for the $3 donation.
Do you have a lisp, Rosa?
Not really.
You lisped.
What?
You lisped.
I was reading the chat.
You were like reading chat with a lisp.
Well, yeah, because that's what they sent. It's just a bunch of S's.
I think. You know,
Yeah.
like the
I mean,
I'm not
talk with
making
it
this up.
if I really
Like,
wanted to.
when I was a kid, and I'm not making this
Yes.
up, I actually did have a
Mhm.
lisp, and I was speaking like this.
I
And
believe you.
do you know that because of this, I would actually get bullied at school a lot?
I used to have a speech impediment growing up, so I fully understand.
It is horrible.
Growing up, I had a really bad like stuttering issue, and it still shows up every now and again. Like I'll stutter. But like for the most part, like it's been taken care of. Like I went yeah, like that. I went to like therapy for it and stuff like that. But yeah, I get it. It's rough, and it's something you kind of have to like try to grow out of.
Yeah, and like whenever I see other people bullying, because like the creator have a lisp, I take it personal, because I remember me growing up and getting bullied, and it's like
Yeah.
the PTSD kicks in.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I agree. You are too kind.
You got more super chats.
Did I?
I don't know. I am asking you. Like, did you get more super chats that you haven't
I
read?
just got one right now. It's Artemis Fowl, and he says, "Keep an eye out for your treats." You're fucking right, actually. I've not been looking out for my treats. I've not been sent a message for it. That's weird. Let me double check.
Wait,
It's been
so...
a good minute now.
All right, go on.
Hold on. Log into the site again. Wow.
Yeah, so while you're doing that, you're telling me that you got counseling.
Been a good hour.
All right.
You're saying?
You got counseling in order to fix the lisp?
Yep. I was going to like speech therapy for a good almost a year.
I just got bullied. And like the bullying was free, so I actually saved money and it cured my lisp.
Good. I think in my case it was something that I could was out of my control until I had someone kind of explain to me like how to deal with it. Because even now it's
like that someone talk to you and it's like, look. You got like stuttering and you need to rationalize it and you can just will it away.
Yeah, pretty much. It's something you have to rationalize and figure out like what it is that's causing it. And that's something I didn't really understand. And so getting bullied for it didn't help because I just couldn't fucking defend myself because I'd be sitting there trying to tell them to go fuck themselves, but I can't because I keep fucking stuttering, so I just punch them. And then I move on my life. That was my childhood.
Because this is what Abdi Muhammad wants to know. It's like, forget about the lisp. Ask her who stabbed her.
Huh?
You said you got stabbed early on. And it
like stabbed, cut, and all sorts of things many a time.
Oh. Was it like in the kitchen? Like, did you stab yourself in the kitchen with it?
No.
Was it like
no
when you were hitting nails in the garage door, like trying to fix something?
No.
Was it like
It was when I was in hell. I would get into fights sometimes, and sometimes people draw weapons, and then you get stabbed, and then you put them in the fucking dirt.
Or couldn't you dodge? Couldn't you dodge?
It's hard sometimes. I'm not that fucking nimble.
What about parrying?
Parrying?
Yeah, like
this ain't doubles, bro.
Like
I mean, obviously, like you try to, but like that's the thing about knife fighting is that it can get intense, and sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't dodge, and sometimes you get got.
Hmm.
You're not perfect.
Well, that's unfortunate. Like, I hope it doesn't happen again.
It shouldn't. I no longer live in hell.
But now
So,
you know, Abdi. Look, you asked the question and you got the answer. Are you satisfied, Abdi? Is this what you wanted? Is this the proper result that you are expecting? Yeah. Sorry about that, Rosa. It's just that
the rule of
you
knife
dropped
fights
it,
for
like, and
avoiding
the
a
chat
head
kept
knife
asking
fight.
and asking, and I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah, people are asking me as well. I just didn't even notice. Looks like my food. You ordered me about an hour ago, so it should be here anytime soon. I'm gonna go double check real quick. I'll be right back.
Well, actually, hold
Entertain
on,
my
because
snack.
I wanted to end the stream because my
Oh, you do?
waifu requires me to give her some attention. You know, I can't ignore her
Ah,
all day. And the deal is
damn.
that I get to watch a movie with her before going to bed. So,
Oh, that's cute. That's so
well,
cute.
thank you. And I
That's so
appreciate the collab. Maybe we can do it again sometime.
for sure. Always.
And
Always love.
chat, I'll stay here a little bit longer and read super chats. Again, thank you, Rosa. And don't forget to subscribe to her if you enjoyed her performance, chat. I will put a link to her channel in the description. All right. So
As for my chat, I'm gonna stick around for a bit probably. Not right now though. I'll be back later. I'm probably gonna play some Elden Ring. So yeah, just stick around. I'm probably gonna have food for Elden Ring, thanks to Artemis. But yeah,
yeah,
I'll be
talk
back.
to you later.
Hmm?
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
All right, chat. I hope you liked her. I haven't done collabs in ages, and I'm sorry it wasn't as smooth as I used to do it, but like I need to get back into practice. I should collab with more people, to be honest. She's nice to have. Like maybe next time we can play a video game or something. But I was expecting to do a little bit of politics today from This Week is Stupid, and I guess I messed up with reading some super chats that were too political, and I'm really thankful that chat brought me back from that because I don't want to get her into trouble. I mean, she probably wouldn't get into trouble because I spoke with her before and I asked her, it's like, is there any type of topic that we should avoid? And she said no. So I don't think I would get her in trouble by talking about it, but like, yeah, you know, the reason I watch VTubers is to avoid politics. So talking with them about politics is probably counterintuitive. Now, let me read some super chats. Sarah for $5. Very wholesome father-daughter stream. I hope we can get more. I so find that clear. Like, she started it. I don't know why. But nothing I can do about it. I guess it can't be helped, like the Japanese like to say. V's Flat Desk Pepsi. Can the VTuber tell V to go to sleep? Well, it's fine because like I'm going to watch one movie now and then I'm going to go to bed. Hey Rosa, saw you on Arch and Keep stream yesterday. Did you figure out the pencil meme? Oh, my God, I'm sorry HK for not reading it when she was here. It's just that she was getting super chats, I was getting super chats, and if we just constantly read super chats, it would have been very difficult to maintain a conversation. But I'll ask her. And I'll tell you. I promise. What Rosa thinks about the war. Yeah, like, this is exactly the type of super chats that I was trying to avoid. Again, like, I don't want to bring politics into the VTuber sphere, right? And I could probably get her into trouble with her community, so... Putting the sock in a jar as we speak, I think she wanted to have a different reference with the sock. Hell, y'all seen Jormungand pronounced Jormungand. I like weapons, and the artists Immaculate illustrate the weapons. I enjoyed the action too. I'll send her this text on Discord, Tom Ugly. V, it also went downhill after Sansa's marriage. I guess you're talking about the anime. I haven't seen it, so I can't tell. Rosa is weird, doesn't care about the endings. Yeah, there's actually a few people like her that don't care about the endings. To me, the ending, I guess, is not the most important. Like Attack on Titan, in my opinion, didn't have a brilliant ending, but it was serviceable, and I would still watch Attack on Titan despite the ending. But then you have like things like Game of Thrones where the ending is absolutely abysmal. And it completely ruins the franchise for me. I can't watch Game of Thrones again from the first season because like I know where the ending is going, and it's like, oh god, it's so bad. Like I just can't enjoy it. Have you seen Kill la Kill? Perfect blend of style and substance for men and women. A lot of people keep telling me to see that. There's a couple of anime that I should see, like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, Berserk. There's a lot of popular anime that people constantly talk about, but I haven't seen them. And Kill la Kill is one of them. Honestly, mostly Monty Orange stuff I watched for the fights. Dead Fantasy was awesome, says Blade Trainer. Don't know what you're talking about, but I assume you're right. Glow in the dark, my favorite non-gender term. I can't read that because YouTube will slap my ass. Political Defiant, again, like, thank you for the $200. I really appreciate it. And you said that everyone should know about politics. And I agree, but I think people need to unwind every now and then, right? So just because people should know about politics doesn't mean they have to constantly talk about politics. Like, for example, if I were to go back to being a doctor and I go to the hospital, I wouldn't start talking politics to patients. You know, like, there's a place for everything. It's good to be politically aware. It's good to talk to your friends about politics. But what's not good is to just be a zealot. Like, you don't want to be the uncle which constantly talks about Bible quotes wherever he goes, because no one likes that uncle. So, secondly, it's also the fact that it's important to not not have politics in everything. Like, there are certain things where people should just watch for entertainment. Football, for example. I don't think football should be political, besides the fact that they sing the national anthem at the beginning of every match. But that's it. Anyway, I think I read all the super chat. Oh, there's probably one more for Mentat. Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Got you, Mentat. Don't worry about it. I completely got you. Yeah, exactly. What someone in the chat said, brilliant. Don't make politics your personality. I guess that's the correct assessment of this. It's like, you don't want to be the politics guy. Mentat, can you drop your super chat again? Because I can't find it. The text went really, really up, and I really can't find it. So please write your super chat one more time. And after Mentat does that, we're ending the stream because my wife is getting really annoyed. She has to go to work tomorrow, so we have to start watching the movie as soon as possible. Watch Legends of the Galactic Hero. How many times have you told me that? And how many times have we done this dance? Alright, did you ever like Half-Life 2? It's a bad sequel. It's just a glorified tech demo. So, yes and no. I mean, the thing that I hated about Half-Life 2 was that it had fewer weapons compared to Half-Life 1. And the multiplayer wasn't as engaging. But I did like the game. I mean, I know it's a glorified tech demo, and you're right, but I did like the game. It was fun. Especially, and you can listen to the developer commentary, you will see that they actually put a lot of effort into making the game enjoyable, and they thought a lot about enemy placements and stuff like that. And it also had, I think it was like one of the first games that had really interesting physics. Like, you could move things around, they would bounce around the environment. Like, the engine was doing a lot of things that other games didn't. And I wouldn't say that it was a bad game. I mean, it was a good game because a lot of people played it, a lot of people loved it. So I kind of understand where you're coming from. because yeah, like it did feel like a glorified tech demo, but it was a good glorified tech demo. Yeah, it did have bad gunplay. The enemy diversity, I mean, there was there. Like you had the so first of all, the soldiers were really good. They had good AI. They knew how to flank. They knew how to um assault an enemy position. Like they were really impressive compared to other AI that I have seen at the time. So you had the soldiers, you had the head crabs, you had the zombies, you had those robots that walked on four legs, the Strider, I believe they were called. There was another type of head crab, like the poisonous one, and then you had like the zombies that were really fast and they were jumping all over the place. I feel like there's more enemies actually. Hold on. Maybe like, oh yeah, you had those barnacles that were on top and they would pull you up. Oh, and the ant lions, like the ones. No, you did have a couple of enemies. I'm not going to say that it was like zero enemy diversity. Probably not as many as Half-Life 1. I'll give it that. But there were a lot of enemies. Anyway, right. Thank you for watching the stream. I hope you're going to check